Hello there everyone, the Jedi Brick here. Today I am very excited to show you guys something that I've been putting together for a long time now, my 2024 clone army. So around a year ago I made a video showing you guys my clone army, and it really has grown a lot since then. We've gotten a lot more battle packs, we've gotten a lot more opportunities to build up your clone trooper army, and back when that video came out I had enough to cover a 32 by 32 base plate with a little bit of space on both sides. And now for the 2024 edition, I barely have enough space for a 48 by 48 base plate. So I have been doing a lot more with Clone Army the past year or so. There's a lot more here and a lot more diversity when it comes to the legions and stuff. So I'm really excited to break everything down for you guys in this video and show you guys my 2024 Clone Army. So I'll start over here on the right side of the base plate here with the 501st and a little bit of the 332nd here on the side. So right up front, we have Captain Rex from that new microfighter and the Venator. We have ARC Trooper 5s here from the Tantive boarding set. We have a custom-made 501st Commander right there from the Commander Vaughn parts and a 501st helmet. We have Commander Vaughn right here for the 332nd. We have a bunch of just the regular style assault troopers for the 332nd and a bunch of the 501st ones, all from the 501st battle pack. In the way back there, you can see 6 of these heavy troopers from the newer 501st battle pack, 2 of the specialists back there with the sniper rifles, and right in front of them right there you can see the jet troopers from the original 501st battle pack as well. But there are a lot of the 501st clone troopers here, and that's definitely the legion that I have the most of. And I think as of right now, unless they release another version of the 501st, like a different trooper type or something, I'm done with the 501st for now. I'm not going to be buying any more battle packs. I'm not going to be getting any more clone troopers from them. I am done. There's about 22 just regular 501st clones there. I don't need any more. I'm definitely done with the 501st for right now. One other minifigure I forgot to talk about right here is the 501st officer that came in that battle pack. I gave him a cloth comma from GCC, so that's pretty cool. I will talk about all the GCC and the customs that I have in this video, just so you guys know what's official Lego and what's custom and everything, so I can just be really clear about that stuff. But like I said, over here we have the 332nd. Here's another officer that I just put the helmet on there, same as the 501st. Behind that, we have a jet trooper, custom made with just swapping out the helmets from the 501st. We have a specialist right there with the helmet from the newer 332nd. And then back there we have the regular white Phase 2 clone troopers. So you can see right here in the front, the original white clone trooper from 2005. And we have all of the new ones here on the sides from, that new battle pack. That also comes with the shock troopers. So those are all over here. And there are a few different ones. We have the 2014 Phase 2 regular one from a microfighter. So that's a really cool one. Used to be very expensive. I'm not too sure the price on that one anymore, since we have a lot more options for the regular clone troopers. We have just one without a helmet, because I had to use the helmet from that one from something else. I'll talk about that in a minute. And we have the Akbar Trooper from Jedi Bob's Starfighter, so figured I would throw that one in there. It's not technically a clone trooper, but just, to have a bit more variety in there, the Akbar Trooper is in there. And if I move slightly over to the left, I'm going to move the whole camera, but if I go down here, at the very front of the clone army, not technically a clone, but we have Taun We, the Kaminoan that came in the Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter set from last year. Figured I should have a Kaminoan right there in the front, because they are the ones who made the clone troopers. I would love to have a Jango Fett in here, but I don't have a Jango Fett. They're very, very expensive nowadays, so don't have one of those. Now on the other half of the base plate, we have the 212th clone troopers and Commander Cody right in the front from the ATTE, which is actually all the way back there. I'll talk about the vehicles in just a bit, but the 212th here, we have the ones that came in that set. We have an extra one right there, and then we have another one that came in the advent calendar. I think I bought this one from like a poly bag or something from M&R Productions that he signed for me. But here we have one of the original ones as well from like 2014 from a battle pack. That one's different because of the helmet printing, so I do think that one's better with the more accurate helmet with the arrow, but I do like the helmet holes on them. I think it does kind of improve the design. In the back there, we have a GCC Commander Fox. This one's very, very cool. I believe I've talked about this one on the channel before, but it's got the arm printing, that really nice cape, waist cape, nothing special underneath the helmet. The helmet in the visor are official Lego. That one came from the gunship and just a black visor. Behind him there, we have some of the shock troopers from the gunship, and the other ones are from that battle pack that also has the plain white clone troopers as well. And behind the Coruscant Guard, we have a small little wolf pack faction. All of these are GCC. We have the Grandpa Clone Customs wolf minifigure, which looks amazing. I love this minifigure so much. Really nice face print underneath. Really cool helmet, which I believe this is actually, yeah, this is an official Lego helmet, just printed differently, so you can have that visor or the antenna on there. So that's really cool. A lot of great printing on this guy, so that one's very cool. Hopefully we'll get an official one at some point, but here is one of the Wolfpack Troopers. These look really cool as well. I love the printing and stuff on that torso, and the helmet just looks amazing. So if you guys don't have any of these, I'd really recommend getting a Wolfpack Trooper or two for your collections. I think they are very cool, and I really don't know when LEGO is going to give us a version of them in the Phase 2 armor. But moving back here, we have the two gunners that I have in my collection. We have the one on the left from the ATTE, and the one on the right is an older one from a Republic fighter tank. One of them has the newer style helmet, and the other one does not with the helmet holes. And now on to what is probably my favorite part of my clone army. Here is my custom clone legion. We have all my dark green troopers. So this one right here is very, very cool. My custom commander. Everything you see here is all custom. The helmet is from Clone Army Customs, same with that visor. The torso and the legs are from Jonak Toys, and so are the torsos for those ones, but I'll talk about that in a second. So this one is very, very cool. They've got a bunch of awesome, really cool detailed parts and stuff for clone troopers. You can see it's not pad printed like a lot of Clone Arm or Grandpa Clone Customs are. It has that bit of shine to it. If I get the light just right, you can really see, and it kind of has like that texture to it on the torso as well. It is still a really good quality torso and everything. It just doesn't, it's not made the same way Legos is when it comes to the printing, but I'll show you guys one of the regular troopers here. The helmet is from Grandpa Clone Customs. It's the Christmas one that came out last year, so that's very cool. I like the printing and everything. It's very, very much similar to the Coruscant Guard helmet, just in dark green. The torso and the legs on this one as well are from Jonak Toys. They're 41st Grunt Trooper, I believe. So this isn't sponsored by them, but I just want to put that out there. If you guys haven't checked them out, I really would. They have a lot of really cool decals and just regular printed torsos and stuff for clone troopers. So that's where I got almost everything for those guys, and it is very, very cool. In the back here, you can kind of see these two with the green helmets. Not super, super happy with these guys, but these are the heavies that I've been working on for the my custom Clone Legion. I really wanted a two heavies for my Clone Legion, but there wasn't really any good helmets that really gave me what I wanted. There's no helmets with the helmet holes that has dark green printing on them, and I used Clone Army Customs visors and stuff for a while, but they're just so flimsy and they fall out, so I really wanted something that would go into those holes, so I decided I would Sharpie my clones like every LEGO Star Wars fan has done when they were younger. Took a Sharpie to it, I Sharpied in the visor to make it dark green, and I kind of just wanted to do a green stripe on the helmet, but it didn't really work. It kind of like went down and stuff. It kind of smudged the top of the helmet, so I figured I would just Sharpie the entire top of the helmet, and you can see a little bit of green and stuff on the sides. It's very messy, it's not done super well, but this is more or less a temporary helmet until um, Clone Army Customs hopefully makes a dark green heavy trooper. So I'm really hoping they do that at some point. I would love one, but yeah, you can really see how messy these are, and there's a lot of like dark green stuff on the helmets. It doesn't show up very well, but it's kind of smudged in there. It makes it look yellow, so not super happy with those, but it's only temporary. And moving just a little bit farther back here, we have two Clone Army Custom pilots with um, sand green helmets to pilot my gunship, so those are really cool. But moving just little bit farther back, we have the 187th, the Mace Windu Legion. Um, these guys came in that Republic fighter tank about 2 years ago, I think. But these guys are very, very cool. Love the purple clones. And I should say, for like every colored Legion you see in this video, I did add the arms myself. I added the orange arms on the 50 on the 212th. I added the blue arms on the 501st, and I added the purple arms to these guys. I just think it adds to the figure. I'm not really a fan of the white arms on the colored Legions. I think this looks much better, but these guys are really cool. It's a shame that they're super expensive now, but I would love to have like two more of those maybe, but they are very cool and I'm happy with what I have. And all the way in the back there, the probably the smallest little bunch of clones, that is my 442nd Kashyyyk troopers, and leading them we have the GCC Commander Gree. This guy looks so good. If I zoom out just a little bit so you guys can actually see the figure, he's got really nice arm printing on both sides. I love the helmet that they used. I believe the helmet is custom. Yeah, it's their replica helmet, not an official Lego one, but the printing on this guy is just amazing. I love that one. That one's super cool. And on either side, we have one of these scout troopers and just a regular Kashyyyk trooper. We haven't gotten Kashyyyk troopers since 2019, I believe, with that scout trooper that came in the ATRT anniversary set. So it's been a while since we got any of those, but I'm pretty happy with my little small collection of them. And now onto the final row of clones. We have the small Phase 1 collection here. In the front, we have two of the commanders or the clone pilots, depending on what you want them to be, I guess, according to LEGO designers. But then we have a bunch of just the regular Phase 1 clones from the Clone Wars sets from back in like 2009, 2008. So those are really cool. We have a mix of some green parts. I had some extra of these torso and legs from the heavies and one of these green helmets. So just kind of put that figure together. One of my favorites in the collection here is the Swole Trooper. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say about him. And behind the Phase 1 Clone Troopers, we just have a few miscellaneous ones. Here we have the Clone Army Customs Hauser. This one's really cool. I love the teal on him. That's a very well done one. And right beside him, we have Jack 14 from the Yoda Chronicles. He's got that really cool transparent arm there. This is a really cool one. Behind them, we have two ARC Troopers. We have the Rancor one that came in a battle pack a few years ago. I love the helmet on this one. I really hope we see more of these at some point. The cloth on the shoulders is really cool too. Beside him, we have this one, I forget the name of him, but this is a Clone Army, or no, my Grandpa Clone Customs one. This one just came out not too long ago, so this one's really cool. I just put on one of the plastic waist capes for a bit more detail, but I love the arm printing on him as well. This one's really cool. But behind those ARC Troopers, we have the Bad Batch. This is every minifigure from the Bad Batch that we've gotten. Kind of sad when you think about it. This is all we have for Bad Batch sets. We got, I think, 2 or 3, but I really hope they give us more Bad Batch stuff in the future, but it doesn't really seem likely now that the show is over. They had the opportunity to make stuff for the final season, but they didn't, which is very, very unfortunate. I love the Bad Batch show. I think it could have been really cool if they made a lot more stuff from it, but they just didn't, so this is all we have. I would have loved to have seen a regular Crosshair in his clone armor, not his Imperial one, but this is a really cool minifigure, something I wouldn't mind having multiple of, like as a special ops clone legion or something. That would have been really cool, but it's really all we've got for the Bad Batch, and I don't think we're getting anything else anytime soon. And now onto the vehicles for my clone army. This is pretty much everything that I have built. I have a bunch of the ATRT walkers and the bark speeders from the 501st Battle Pack, but I think I've scrapped almost all of those at this point, so this is really what I have built. Start over here. I have the bark speeder from the Grogu bark speeder escape set that came out fairly recently, so that's really cool. I love the sidecar and stuff on this one. That's really cool. Over there we have the Bad Batch shuttle. Really, really cool set. I'm really happy that I was able to pick that one up just because of how valuable that one is now with all the figures and the set by itself. That is a really cool one. Moving over here, we have the 2022 ATRT, or the ATTE. This is another really cool one. I think this is the best ATTE that LEGO has ever made. Such a cool set. I think it's definitely the best one. And in between those two, we have this custom little ATRT that I put together with the dark green markings of my Clone Legion. Right beside it, we have a microfighter version of the bigger gunship here. This is the Coruscant Guard gunship, but I took it and I recolored it and I made it dark green. I made a whole video about that on my YouTube channel, so if you guys want a in-depth video about it, you guys can go check that out. But I'm in love with this thing. I'm so happy that I made this. It was something that I wanted to do for a very long time, and I bought the gunship and I bought the parts that I would need to recolor it, and I did it. I also modified it quite a bit, so I have double doors, but I just took off the front ones so you guys could like see in there just a bit better. Modified the front a little bit, so I'm very, very pleased with the way that looks. And again, if you guys want an in-depth video about it, go check that out on my channel. Very, very happy with that. This little microfighter one, I'm going to do a video on at some point. I just haven't done it yet. It's just that set right there, scaled down to a microfighter. So pretty cool. It's the same version and stuff as the microfighter gunship we got a few years ago, but just recolored, pretty much the same thing as that one. So that's very cool. And there's everything in my collection, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Um, I just want to say that I am very, very fortunate to have this amount of clone troopers in my collection at all. I know that I did say there are a few that I would like more of, but I think just in general for right now I'm done with buying clone troopers unless LEGO creates um, a new Legion in minifigure form, or Wolfpack becomes more accessible, like with official LEGO minifigures. If Until we get something new, I'm done with LEGO Clone Troopers. I'm not going to be buying any more of the current battle packs or anything like that. I'm done for a while. I think what I have right here is more than enough for what I need. I'm actually debating on selling a few of my 501st just because I have so many of them and I don't really need this many anymore. And I can use that money to put towards something else that I might want, or, save it. So I'm gonna be done with Clone Troopers for a little bit, but I am going to make a Clone Army video next year as well, just to really see what's changed and everything. So this is definitely going to be like a yearly thing on my channel. So I'm excited to see what changes and stuff in my Clone Army in the next year. But yeah, in terms of what I have right now, I'm very satisfied. Um, I'm very lucky to have what I have right now. So definitely going to be done for a while. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. I promise it's not usually this messy. The lighting for this video is something I struggled with. I really did not know how to properly light this video and just like get everything like looking perfect. It was definitely something that I wasn't sure how to do. So my videos aren't normally this bad in lighting. I might try to fix that up in editing, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go lay down. My throat feels kind of scratchy. You guys can probably hear that on the audio as well. But yeah, if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.